going well over 100 yards with several stops in the end zone. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, it's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Well, still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads? Starters make it back.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for the Aggie alum, Devon Achane. He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the return, Hardy. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Bills.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able. In their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. While looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You talk about this Miami defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
2nd and 10. Allen. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bills.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Over the middle, complete. It's Morris. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
To the air, Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Harris, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They run for it with Harris. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Harrison. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they've picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Dolphins' 5-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. His interception on that last drive set the other guys up pretty good. They had solid field position. They cashed him with a touchdown. Now he's got to try to get things right here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Harrison. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Running right, here's A-Chain.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
At the 40-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen going deep for Diggs.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bills first down.
Allen off the play fake. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Allen's pass. Intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Harrison. And this one's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They shakes him off.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now.
It has to be shaken.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Allen going to throw.
They'll fire this deep for Hardy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
It's taken to the 26. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Harrison forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, Harrison.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Harrison. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, Harrison. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches.
Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And the Bills 1st down.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 33 yards. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back to throw. Harrison. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A give up the middle to A-Chain. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Operating from the gun. Harrison. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Harrison being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter, but you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
A 48-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, here's Harris. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrison dancing to his left.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 47.
Dolphins first down.
Throwing on first down, Harrison. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Harrison. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 83 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Harris. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Harrison. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. On 1st and 10, Harrison buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. Still going. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrison. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Off play action. Harrison. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off